So I just want to give you a bit of an update on how the trading journey is going. We waited all day for this trade. As you can see, I was following the rules here. Where is it? Custom rules. Let's put the rules back on. So it's a bit of a nightmare, this trade, not going to lie. Look, we could have had a 10% trade here, but still following the rules, marking up the equal highs. Then obviously, we had the equal lows. So this is a lot of accumulation in this zone right here. So obviously we've broken out, which is the manipulation. It's come back up, broke above here. So again, I thought this was another manipulation, and this possibly wanted to come all the way down and fill this imbalance before heading back up for the all-time high, which is this line up here. Let me just break this down. So I didn't just lose on one trade on this. I took two, because the first time when this came through, obviously my entry was probably oops, wrong one. My entry was probably looking like this, which was a very, very, very tight stop loss, and it was to obviously take out that, so it would give me a 13% trade. But again, this is how trading goes. To almost hit your TP on a 13% trade, also afterwards actually a 10% trade, is it hurts, So look, where did we get to there? 9%, almost 9.5% there. So we lost out on obviously quite a bit of money on that trade, which obviously would have been helping towards the goal of the up to the $25,000 that we want to try and make. So again, going through the accumulation here, broke down, manipulations, waiting for it to come back up. I thought obviously this area here was going to be a perfect entry. I actually probably maybe broke the rules. Well, no, I don't think I did, because obviously I was waiting for it to come back up and tap into this and go. But my second entry, I broke the rules, which I shouldn't have done, but I did, because obviously we swept over here. I could see obviously there was going to be a bit of reaction there, so I did enter, took this here, covered this high, pushed all the way down. One of the key areas of why I obviously marked up these areas right here was to do with, obviously I wanted to see these candles break down below. If they did, and they obviously broke down through this imbalance, which they did here, then I thought I was onto a home run and getting my full TP. Maybe I should have at one point, maybe when it was bouncing around here, closed about 80% of the trade. So maybe on the next one we might do that, close 80% at least. So we've definitely got 8% of the profit when obviously it gets to a certain area here. What I didn't really look at was the support and resistance that was happening here. Or the supply and the demand. Go back obviously onto the 15-minute maybe. Zoom in here. We've got a lot of demand happening all in this area. It's all rejecting. Supplies pushing down, demand's pushing back up. Supply, demand, and there's a lot happening there. So, just in this area right here, we've got so many touches, and this is probably what I should have been looking at. We probably could have found some more equal lows here. Bam, 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 bam. It's come down, it's swept. This probably would have been actually a really good setup. Put this onto here, cover this one here. I probably could have then taken this. What session have we got here? Let's just check out our sessions that we've got. Again, I'll sort it onto the 1 minute. So previous session, yeah. So yeah, probably would have gone for the previous session high. Still would have given me a 6.5% trade. So yeah, a bit gutted about that. Lost out on that one there. Again, so I'm actually quite upset about re-entering at this point to try and get the full TP, which is obviously my mistake. But as part of the take profits over here, must be a sweep of the previous session, or at least a second to last imbalance. So we didn't have a second to last imbalance. Obviously, with it being New York, I wanted to sweep London. We didn't quite get it, but it is what it is. This is trading for you. Again, another loss. Let's see what the next trade brings. See you later.